Hi guys, Trinity here. Welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be about a couple decks that are new to me that I just got about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. That I did not show you guys, were not on my tarot videos, my other ones, with my deck collection. So, without further ado, let's start with the first one. I'm not sure if I'm going to say this right. Barberry Zodiac Oracle. Okay. I'm trying to get a little bit more Oracle decks. Boxes. Whole box. Pretty sturdy. I love the backs of these. Nice little pull string ribbon. Okay. Here's the ribbon. And it's a Lo Scarabo deck. This is a nice little guidebook, pretty decent. There are some spreads in here. Okay, so I'm just going to put the book back in. These are the backs of the cards, which I think are really, really stunning. I really love them. And these are the cards. I saw these and they called to me, and I said, you know what, I really, really want to try these. They got some pretty cool imagery. They kind of reminded me a little bit of the Raven's Wand. I'm very big on creature-y kind of decks that have to do with astrology and the elements, the zodiac, and this is basically a zodiac oracle, so that's why it's called the Zodiac Oracle. These are really cool cards. I have not worked with them yet, because I'm like kind of flipping between decks. I keep doing that, and I try to work with a couple decks. Like I'll work with one deck for a few months or a month, and then I'll switch to another deck as they call to me. Some messages are just easier to get out with certain decks or families, and I'll know which family will help me the most according to the kind of reading I feel like I'm going to have. Sometimes you don't know, but sometimes the client will give you a little bit of a clue and say, look, you know, this is about my family, this is about my job. Okay, say no more, let the cards say the rest, you know? Okay, so that's the Zodiac Oracle. So that's one that I got that I did not show you. This one is called the Mythic Goddess Tarot. Now this was a little bit different than what I expected. It's a nice deck. It has a very nice box. When I saw the imagery on the box, I thought it was going to be a little more Egyptian, and I'm big on Egyptian themes and Egyptian things. Star Chalice Sisters. Okay, now this is a pretty nice, I don't know if you could see that size guidebook, guys. It has colored, you know, pictures of each card. It's pretty descriptive. I'm just giving you a quick glance at the cards. I'm sorry. Okay, guys, if you've watched any of my videos, you almost always see me drop cards. Okay, so this is the backs, guys. And this is the fronts. Okay. Sort of have an oracle feel to them, but it is a tarot. So I'm just going to kind of skim through them and show you some of them, because I have a few things I want to get through on this video. Let's see if you can see that. They're pretty cards. When I opened the box and I started to go through them, I'm just gonna be honest, I didn't feel as much of a pull anymore as what I had originally thought. And that'll happen sometimes. I know, you guys, if you're tarot collectors or tarot readers, or even if you're just beginning, you are going to find that it feels like a deck calls to you, or it looks interesting, and when you purchase it, get it home and open it and go through the cards, it's not exactly what you thought, and you may not have... Are these all upside down? Because I'm going to freak out if they are. No, they're not. Some of them somehow got upside down. It's like... I just thought that I was going to feel something a little different when I opened them. And that's okay. That happens to all of us, as I started to say. You know, you'll get a deck, you'll get it home, you'll open it, you'll feel it, you'll shuffle the cards, you'll look at it, and you'll be like, I like it, but it's just, I'm not feeling it right now. And you might put it away, and then who knows, you might, in a couple months, feel that deck calling you again, and you may wind up working with it after all. So, it happens. So, the next deck I'm going to show you that I didn't before, I put it in a bag, but I just wanted to show you the box. Not a great... I would definitely not store my cards in this box. It's cardboard. It's very thin. It's not a heavy-duty box, so I save the boxes anyway. I don't know why, I just do. But I put them in a bag. Now, when I put my cards in a bag, sometimes I make my own, sometimes I'll just buy velvet ones like this. I always usually put a crystal in with the cards, like a clear quartz crystal. You can put an amethyst, whatever you want. And this keeps the cards clear and charged. This is my opinion. This is how I feel. This is what feels right to me, so this is what I do. If you don't do it, then, you know, everybody does things differently, but that's just my way. So here's the little guidebook that comes with the Fantastical Creatures Tarot. You know, it's not chunky, but for a little book, this has quite a bit of info. It's all in one language. It's made by U.S. Game Systems Incorporated. It gives you the divinatory meanings and the magical uses for the cards. One of my favorite friggin' things about this deck is the backs. I am big with dragons and fairies, for those of you that have seen my videos, and I'm sure my tattoo. I'm real big on the dragons too, and there are dragons on the back in this wheel. But anyway, the one thing that they did that I haven't seen done on other decks that I thought were pretty friggin' awesome. If somebody's trying to learn the tarot, remember how I said in my other video, the tarot is like, to me, in my opinion, in my personal experience, tarot is a different family or a different animal that every creator kind of creates. You know, this is almost like a piece of a creator's mind. When they create a deck, this is something they've experienced, felt, saw in a dream. It came to them intuitively and they decided to draw it. And it comes out like their own little theme, and the author or artist or, you know, whoever, the creator of the deck, okay, they decided that each one of the cards based on either their own system or a system that's already out there, that they were going to kind of use that to go with the flow of what they were feeling and put in their thoughts and their own mental images of what these cards would mean to them. Okay? What I think is cool, they did, that I haven't seen on another deck, but I don't have all the decks in the world either, is they added these couple of quick reference cards. So if you were a beginner, you know, I mean, this is the Fantastical Creature, so this sways a little bit away from the Rider-Waite. They changed a few cards, but you know, if you're not familiar with these mystical creatures and stuff, I could see where you may not understand it completely, but they give you reference cards, okay? So it says quick reference guide to the cards. It gives you the major arcana, and then when you flip it over, it still does the whole rest. It manages to fit all of the major arcana on one card, front and back, right? And this is just a quick reference. And then on this one, they managed to fit all of the minor by giving you quick keywords. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to get it out of the shadow here. Okay, and at the front and back. So this is very good. I mean, I keep these in here. I don't need them, but I keep them with the cards because if somebody asks me, I can just say, here's a couple key meanings, okay, if you're really that interested. But what I like is you'll find all kinds of creatures on here. These cards are, I've been trying to work with these. These are one of the decks I've been trying to work with. I can work with more than one deck at a time. I kind of alternate, and I'm not recommending this to anybody because you should really, truly stick with one deck for as long as you can until you really get the hang of things, the swing of things. And even if you already have the swing of things and you're a seasoned reader, if you first get a deck, in my personal experience, if I first get a deck, I want to spend as much time alone with it as I can. And once I feel like I got a good feel and I've used it enough and I understand it very well and its background and it speaks to me the way it should, then I can feel comfortable with setting it on the shelf, grabbing a newer deck that I may get, connecting with that one, and going back to this one. So I get myself comfortable, I let them speak to me, I speak to them, and then I move on. But I will always come back and grab them and pick them up and shuffle them and talk to them. And I know I sound nutty, but listen, we all do things our own way. Anyway, I'm not going to show you every card because I think some of this should be left to the imagination with all these decks. But I think that I would recommend these three so far. The Mythic Goddess, not so much tarot, because I can't really give like a really good like review on this one, because I didn't, once I opened it, as I said, I didn't really feel the urge to keep working with it right now at this time, and that's not a bad thing. So those are the three decks I did not show you guys, okay? There was one other thing I did want to show you though, because rather than make a whole nother video, I'm going to show you this because you might be interested. So I'm kind of thrifty and I will go to yard sales and whatnot. If you have tarot cards and you don't want to store them in a bag, okay, or the box that they came in, you can go to like a yard sale like I did and pick something like this up for like $1. And like this particular box, I don't know if you can see this, I bought at the dollar store little tiny locks with little tiny keys that will fit this. So if I wanted to put my cards in here or anything and I didn't want anyone to go in, you know. But anyway, it's a pretty beautiful box. I was going to decorate this a little more and I chose to leave it like this. I bought this emblem because I love the triple spiral. and I just stuck it on here, and it's been on here about a year, and it stayed great. But you can use these for chime candles or tea light candles or whatever the hell you want. I use them for tarot. Okay, there's one. I just wanted to show you a couple and give you a couple ideas. These next couple boxes that I'm going to show you are actually cigar boxes. Like, see how it says Acid Blondie? I didn't get to, this one wouldn't come off. That box, the first box I show you, is done decorating. I won't do anything else to it. This box, I'm not done yet. And this was a really great cigar box. So, I went to Salem 2 years ago. And this was a coaster that I got at like a little coffee shop sort of we ate at. Like a gift store kind of coffee shop. So, I taped this on there. This came off a paper plate for my son's birthday party, and I just cut it out and glued it over the other image. And the bottom, I have broken up incense mixed in with a cloth. And this is a reading cloth, but it's small. It's the Green Man. It's not real tiny, but, you know. So I leave this in here with the incense, and then I'll put my decks. I could fit like 3 or 4 decks in here. I don't know. I have some crystals in there too. It was a bracelet that broke on me, but I didn't want to throw out the crystals. I can fit a few, not, I wouldn't say 4 oracle decks, but like regular tarot decks in here. And I take this, and when I get somewhere, I put crystals, cards, this, and then when I get there, I can just pull this out, and it's my tablecloth too. But anyway, just some ideas. Cigar boxes. When you go to like your gas stations or your convenience stores, if you're familiar with the store owners, and they have cigars or sell cigars, you can just ask them, if you're going to chuck those, can I have them? And you can decorate these with cloth or whatever. This is another thing. Another cigar box. These are so great. I carry, when I go do parties, people's houses, I will put like 3 or 4 decks in that one, 2 decks in this one, and crystals. One might just be full of crystals and candles and sage, while the other one's filled with, I bring all kinds of stuff. But anyway, slider. I left the little foam thing in there, and again, I took the incense out. I can fit about 2 decks in here, right? I only put a sticker a Gypsy Rose sticker I got from somewhere on here. But I didn't finish really decorating these 2. But you can take something like this and store your tarot decks, man, and they'll be good to go. I mean, you know, it's not like the box is waterproof, but it's pretty good wood. It's pretty hard, and these things are pretty sturdy, so they could go through a lot if you store them in here in your cabinet, and probably not get damaged too bad. But anyway, I wanted to show you those decks that you didn't see, and I wanted to show you these boxes because I thought it was a cool idea. If you guys want to make your own tarot boxes, you can wood burn them, you can glue cloth to them, you can do whatever the hell you want. You can paint them. And actually, I'm going to show you one that I made, but it was for crystals. So hang on 1 minute because I want to show it to you. So I made this box and I gave it to my son. It's a Rastafarian skull. I put carnelian stones. Now this is for his crystals or his jewelry. Okay, you know, if you can see that. Then around the sides, now this was just a Michaels box, a small one, and I painted the whole thing, stained it. This is like a burlap, I don't know if you can see that, strip that I glued on, and then this is hemp cord, purple and green, that I went all the way around, and then I glued this dice on so you can open it, and this little braid I made out of hemp cord. But anyway, he's got like his jewelry and stuff in there, and I put like a little glittery sticky pad in there. So what I'm saying is you could put oils in here, jewelry. Tarot cards won't fit in this one, but you can get a bigger, longer one, and they're like $4, $3. You paint it, stain it, excuse me. You could do whatever you want to it. This one's a little, I love skulls, I love all kinds of stuff. But anyway, just some ideas on some boxes you can make for crystals, what you can use. I may do how-to videos later. I make other stuff too, but I just wanted to show that to you guys for your tarot decks, man. Alright, have a good night. If you like my videos, guys, like and subscribe. You can always give me a suggestion on a video you'd like to see me make. Alright, guys, I'll keep the tarot either unboxing videos coming, or as I get new decks, I'll keep that coming, and I'll keep doing videos about that. And the herbs. More herbs to come. More knowledge to come. Alright, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.